guys, welcome back to my channel, The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 8. Let's quickly go over what happened last episode because last episode was a bit of a jump since the previous episode. Some time has passed since Episode 6 to Episode 7. A ring has formed around near Neptune. I'm not going to say the other planet because I'm an actual child. But it's been forming around there, and we don't know what it is. I assume that that is the work that was being talked about by, like, Katoa and just all the other, I guess, Cortazar also talked about it. Cortazar, I mean. So I assume that that's the work that they were talking about. If not, what is the work? Is the work just something that the ring is waiting for? Waiting to do? Because I assume months have passed, nobody knows what the ring is there for, nobody knows what it's doing, what its purpose is, and it's just sitting there. And obviously we saw with that one racer who tried to fly into it, there's like a protective barrier, it almost seems like, that people can't pass through it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what it could be. I kind of theorize that it has to do with time, and maybe the ring symbolizes time and how you can, or maybe how they can kind of jump through time almost as if it was a physical thing. Like maybe the ring is the proto-molecule's manifestation of time and how they could just jump into different moments in time, or the past or the future, because time is not linear for them. That was kind of what I proposed, but maybe I'm just watching too much sci-fi lately. I've been watching like Arrival, Interstellar. Both of those have to do with time. Arrival, they used time as a weapon. Interstellar, it was more of like, oh, they jumped into a wormhole, and in the system that they were in, time was dilated, or time was experienced very differently. With everything else, Aaron Wright and Mao are both in jail, but I don't think that that's the end of them. I don't think they would just write off those characters like that unless there's something that I don't know. Do I think that they're going to be in jail for the significant portion of the next couple of episodes? Definitely. I don't think there's any way that they would be able to get out unless some type of event happened where they were needed. Because at the end of the day, Aaron Wright, yes, he got arrested. Yes, you could argue that he's slimy, he's a scumbag, he is all of the above. But at the end of the day, he did do everything he did for Earth. So he was very, very honest in his last sentence to Esteban, which was, I think it was something like, everything I did for Earth. Everything you did for yourself. Which was truth. That was the truth. Esteban, I think, is out of the picture. I don't know if he resigned or if he's just gone. I assume he's out of the picture because Anna was still there and we didn't see Anna attached to Esteban. So Esteban was a puppet. Not really going to miss him if he is gone. Christian climbed the ranks at the UN. We see she's at like the top of the tier. We saw the crew of the Rocinante. They're like famous now. Someone's filming a documentary for them. Not sure if this girl has ulterior motives, but it just seems like she's trying to get good content for the documentary. Also trying to shack up with Amos. Good on Amos for rejecting her and staying focused on their goal, which I don't really know what their goal is right now. I think they're just kind of laying low. Are they approaching the ring? Are they going to the ring to try to figure out maybe what it does? I think that's the Rocinante's next goal. And then with Naomi, we were introduced to a couple new characters there. Ashford, I think his name was, who was some type of delegate who came from Ceres. Kind of just see what they deal with on the Behemoth. I think they're also going to the ring. Naomi is developing her Belter accent a little bit. I'm not sure what her whole motivation is with going back. Maybe she felt an obligation to the Belter cause ever since Eros and everything that's been going on with the proto-molecule, and it disproportionately affecting Belters, so maybe she felt the need to go help them. I don't know. I've been talking for quite some time now though, so I do want to get into the episode. So without further ado, let's get into episode 8. I also forgot that we got a little glimpse of Miller last episode, so I assume that was just a hallucination by Holden, but I feel like it has a bigger purpose than that, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, so a lot of fleets and ships are approaching the ring.
Get up here. You gotta see this.
It didn't destroy the ships, though. It only destroyed humans.
Me? That's what... Goddamn ring woke up.
Was he the first person to try to...
Alien ships are gonna stop pouring through that thing wanting to chat with our leader. I need coffee.
So was Manio, whatever, was he the first person to try to go through the ring?
I saw it first. Talk to him.
Because everybody else is heading towards the ring.
Well,
The proto-molecule at the heart of that structure, I've seen more than enough of what it can do.
They blame us yet for the rock hopper going in there? The units didn't invite us out here. They know on us. And now we gone and trip the switch.
Out here is our home, not theirs.
Ooh, was that a Belter curse? It just sounded like gibberish.
Being in charge sucks the big felota. We stole a church, bolted some guns to it, and called it a warship. It's because we don't want to be left out of this party.
It's true. Is this kind of like a race to see who gets to the ring first to, I guess, do research on it? Because we got the belt going there, the UN going there. I don't know if there's any Martian ships going there, but... Is this Miller again?
coffee in the parking lot.
Is he really there? Y'all, what is going on?
Are you trying to talk to me?
Yes,
Oh. So
What?
he's not there?
we should talk.
Come in, Red. What's your status?
What is that popping? I don't like that at all. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. So she's got to like charge up before she uses her strength.
You know, the Inners would have waited outside that ring for a whole generation. That's how Belters built this whole damn system.
I guess, yeah.
I now remember you talking so much in the old days.
I guess to the Belters, what he did was seen as brave. I mean, he thought that he was going to become some type of great racer.
What did I tell you about being in here?
I know, I'm
This
sorry.
guy is fishy as
Yeah,
hell.
my circadian rhythms are crazy in space, so I do a lot of wandering at night.
Yeah, look at him. He's up to something. What was he tinkering with? God. Can you imagine he had some inside of him?
Damn doors and corners. I mean, that's where they get you. There's not somebody there to put you down.
Doors and corners. That's where they get you. That's what he said.
What's with the hat? Keeps the rain off my head.
Wait a damn second. I need to pause because I have a few explanations for why he could be seeing him. A, it could just be a hallucination because Miller is saying doors and corners, whatever. This is all dialogue he's already said. Dialogue he said in front of Holden, if I remember. So this isn't new stuff that he's coming up with. But on the other side of that, Holden just said something very interesting. What's with the hat? So has Holden never seen him wear a hat? Or wear that hat specifically? Because if not, then that means that that's real. That Miller is definitely there. He's just babbling. Yeah, he's not coherent, but he's there. Or he's somewhere alive in that form. So I feel like there's two sides that this could fall on, but right now I'm leaning more towards he's not real. But I don't know. I gotta keep watching. I'm just gonna get back into it.
Kid never learned to clear a room. I kept telling him, I said, there's doors and corners, kid. And if you don't clear the room, if you don't come in slow, that room will eat you. Why are you telling me this? You're dead. I'm just an investigator now. Find things.
So this was like his past self. I don't know though. I don't know.
Okay. What are you trying to find? You're running this unlicensed brothel down in Sector 18. Corral is so bad down there, it really made you sick. I don't give a shit about your goddamn war stories until you tell me what any of it means. Fuck you. Fuck you. My blood is clean. You're not here, which at least explains the stupid fucking hat!
That may have looked weird. Hey, none of my business. Look, if there's anything you need to get off your chest, so in a way, break some shit if you have to, I don't care. Just not the coffee maker again.
It's really stumping me that Holden
Okay.
doesn't recognize the hat that Miller was wearing, as if he's never seen him wear it, which means that this is a new version of Miller, a version that Holden has never seen. Right? Am I just overanalyzing it?
I caught him with his arm in the auto dock. I read his foot. You did it. But shame on you. That is a serious breach of trust, man. Come on. Jesus. So what does the log say?
Of
He ran
course.
a scan on himself for the potent molecule infection. The test always scanned negative, but he keeps doing it over and over. What the hell is that about? You tell me. You remember XO back on the camp? Yeah. One day he's singing sea shanties and planting daffodils. The next day he's waving a 6-gun around trying to put up. Calm down. I'm sorry, man.
The moment the Belter kid went through the ring. And bring up the timestamp.
Was that at the same time?
Spying on us every second since you got on this ship. It happened at the same time.
What did?
Wow.
Need to go.
Good for him for figuring that out.
Your brain just exploded. Hold it!
Holy shit.
I need you.
So why does he keep seeing him though?
Things. When I exceed my boundary conditions, that's when they kill me. Who are they?
So you're a tool that goes places, I'm a tool that finds things. Or,
Where does he want to go?
it reaches out.
He reaches out.
13 times a second, it reaches out, but nothing answers. The investigator looks, but he does not find, so it kills the investigator over and over.
What?
And it builds the investigator until it finds a door that wasn't there before. So I'm at this unlicensed brothel, right? It's a hothead rookie. I keep telling him, watch your doors and corners, pal. You don't come rushing into a room. You dick hanging out.
Holden! We have a situation.
Stay with me.
You have to see this.
So it's almost like
Don't make me crowbar this door.
it's like different versions of Miller, and he's gone. Yep. What is that?
Alex, what's going on?
What is this?
What?
I'm James Holden.
Earth and Mars believe the ring is theirs to investigate.
I'm here to declare for the OPA that Belters are the only legitimate benefactors of the ring.
What the fuck?
Whatever it may ultimately prove to be, we've struck at the inner vessels, and we will strike again.
What the fuck? They are fucked. Who was doing that?
What did you do?
That's not me,
It's not me, Alex.
Well, it's coming from inside our ship, and we will strike again.
He wants him to fire on
This
us.
is crazy.
Start the next war.
They'll fire on him too.
Well, you're assuming he cares about survival.
Where's my open channel? The Rosie's not responding. Just let me try. No more time for try. Arm the missile system and get me a channel to the UNN fleet commander. You know Holden isn't capable of what we just saw! To assassinate him!
Who would be doing that to them?
Just gonna draw their fire. You can't run a missile.
Yeah, but we don't gotta sit here and be their target practice.
You know, I bet it was the fucking blind guy
What the fuck?
Amos!
looking for some good
Get me
TV.
a goddamn cannon working!
How many times have I asked you to trust me?
None.
I'm asking you now.
1 minute.
Hold on.
Who benefits from this? You think it was Melba? Don't do it.
Fire!
What's happening?
Grid overload.
One hell of a warship.
Come on, Miller, give me something! Going to a room too fast, kid. The room eats you.
I got chills. I don't know what it means, but I got chills.
You need to change course and go inside the ring right now.
No.
No fucking way! That is an order! Slow the Rossi down, flip and burner, hard as you can
No.
without that missile catching us. We're dead if I slow down! Right before the ring. Try not to stroke us out. How do you know all this about the ring? Because Miller told me.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
cats! Do what the cat said!
Cosby, what are you doing?
They're dead.
Maybe not, though. Oh my god. I really thought the credits were just about to pop up. I was gonna be pissed. That's really annoying. Holy crap. What? Every episode, literally every episode, it gets better. And y'all told me in the beginning of this show, just you wait, seasons 2 and 3, every episode gets better from this moment on. And I was just like, yeah, okay. Like, everybody says that when they love a show, but holy crap. So my question is, why? I have a few questions. As per usual with the show. Why was Melba trying to blow up her ship? They say it was a science ship. It was a salvage ship, whatever it was. Why was she trying to blow that up? What was her goal? What was her motivation with that? Because clearly it was getting pinned on someone else, presumably Holden, the crew of the Rocinante, since that message was broadcasted. And my second question is, who broadcasted that message and how did they broadcast it if it wasn't Holden himself who was live transmitting that? Holden never said that, so it was either a different version of Holden or it was a computer-generated version of Holden. And I think, based on what Miller said this episode, it was the former. Because Miller said, because Holden was prying him, investigating, trying to get questions about the ring. He was asking questions about the ring. And Miller said they send in an investigator to investigate. Presumably he's talking about himself. And then when that version of him, I guess, doesn't investigate correctly or doesn't find what it was looking for, I guess they send a different version of him, or they create a different version of him. Obviously this is going to be explained, and obviously a lot of my questions will be answered, but I'm judging my analysis based on what Miller said and what I perceive to be the explanation for that. Because he said, or what I interpreted him saying that as, was different versions of him being employed to investigate things that the protomolecule wants to investigate. The big question, my grand question, is what does the protomolecule want? Because we know right now that the ring is like a black hole. Okay, the Rocinante is flying towards it. We know what happens when they go in it, but we don't know what happens on the other end of it, right? Like Manio, as far as we know, he could be a part of the protomolecule now. It could be a fucking black hole. Or maybe it transports him somewhere. We don't know. We don't know what the goal is of the ring. But the ring was the work. And now, with this episode, it was called It Reaches Out. Miller said it reaches out in this episode. What the hell does that mean now, it reaches out? It's like these phrases the protomolecule spits out, and we're meant to interpret it. First it was can't stop the work, it's building, and now it's reaching out. I feel like I've heard that phrase, it reaches out, in like season 2 maybe. Maybe I didn't, but I feel like I'm not informed enough to have a full conversation about this episode because I'm just confused. And also with that damn cliffhanger, I just want to get right into the next episode. My main questions are who transmitted that message of Holden? I mean, who benefits from that? Because clearly the behemoth wanted to fire on the Rocinante to send a message that the Belters do not want to do that. Like, we do not associate with him. He is not us. But Naomi is the only person on the behemoth that truly knows Holden and knows that he would not broadcast a message like that. And then when Drummer tried to yell fire at the Rocinante, the behemoth shut down. So they had to fire up again and if they wanted to launch at the Rocinante. So is that something else interfering with their power grid. So as Holden said, he was listening to Miller. I mean, those last 10 minutes were so intense. So right now, they're not going to go into the ring unless the ring has some type of like gravitational force, because if it is a black hole, then it would suck them in, but it's not a black hole, it's not sucking them in. They were able to decelerate right as they approached it, as Miller said. So the missile that was heading towards them and the ship, I guess, were just frozen. And that's what Holden woke up and what he saw. I thought it was just like a slow motion thing of them going through and maybe, you know, actually impacting that surface of the ring. But I don't think they're actually going to impact it because they slowed down. But who knows? If the ring has some type of gravitational force, then they're going to go right into it. But it's not spinning. It's just suspended there in space. So maybe it doesn't really have a gravitational force. If it's just standing there. But if it's a black hole, then it does. Or maybe it's a wormhole. If it's a wormhole, then it's the same thing. It has gravity. And it sucks you in. I don't fucking know. But it's definitely not a coincidence, as they were saying this episode again, that he was talking to Miller at the same time that Manio breached the ring and all this chaos erupted. So obviously a glitch in the system happened to allow Holden to talk to Miller and complete all of this. So yeah, I'm sorry this discussion is just me asking a lot of questions, but this episode, I think it'll pair very well probably with the next episode, which will hopefully explain a few things that I just asked. So as for who benefits from the Holden transmission and the blowing up of the UNN ship, I don't know. It's obviously somebody who doesn't like Belters, doesn't like the OPA, because it makes them look like shit. So, I don't know. I don't know why Melba even blew up the ship in the first place. Hopefully her motivations are explained. Alright, I'm gonna get right into episode 9, so I guess those are all my thoughts. As always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 9. Alright, bye guys.